Good morning, YouTube. Today we are doing problem 3442, and this is an easy problem, so hopefully we can get some relief from yesterday's problem, which was quite difficult. Let's read the problem. So we're given a string consisting of all lowercase English letters. We're supposed to find the max difference between the frequency of characters A1 and A2 such that A1 has an odd frequency in the string and A2 has an even frequency in the string. And we want to return this maximum difference. Okay, so that seems quite easy at first glance. A1's always going to have an odd frequency and A2's going to have an even frequency. Down here. Okay, so there's always at least one character with an odd frequency and one with an even frequency. So obviously my initial thought on this problem is to create a dictionary with the letter as the key and the count of the letter, or the frequency of the letter, as the value. And then we can go through the dictionary and see first whether it has an even or odd frequency, and second, we want to get the maximum. Okay. So it's frequency of the odd minus frequency of the even. So I wonder if it's the absolute value between the two. So I think we want to have two variables which basically keep track of the maximum frequency and the minimum frequency of characters. But then we need to make sure they're not the same. Like, we can't have two even frequencies be the max and the min, so we need to make sure they're different. So maybe we need to have four. I guess first let's go through an example problem. One of the examples they give, example 1, let's go through that. On the whiteboard. Okay. So the example is A, B, B, C. Okay, so going through this problem, you go character by character through the string, and you basically just add it to the dictionary. That's the first thing you do. You go through the string, you add it to the dictionary. So it'd be A plus 1, plus 2, plus 3, plus 4, and plus 5. Then it would be B, which would be 2. And then C, 1. But the thing with this is the minimum and the maximum are both the min and max. So we can't use both of them for the maximum difference, which is the thing. Which might be really only slight problem in this problem. But so obviously the max difference equals 5 minus 2, which is equal to 3. So my question is the odd frequency always going to have a greater frequency than the even frequency? And that doesn't seem like it's a requirement, so I'm not going to assume that. I guess we should just try to come up with a solution and see what problems we come upon after we try solving it. Okay, so my solution, I want a dictionary. Just call it count for the frequencies. I want the maximum odd count. This is going to be at 0. The minimum odd equals, ooh, float infinity. Okay. And then we want to do the same with min even equals 0, min odd equals float infinity. And then we want to go through the string character by character and add the frequencies to the count. So if we need to iterate through it. I don't believe we need the index, so we can just go for just make sure this is how you do it. Okay. For character in S, we want to check if it's already in the count. Okay. If char is not in count, then we want to add the character to count. So count character equals 1. And and then else if it's already in the count. Count character plus equals 1. And then let's just see what that prints out. Perfect. It's exactly what we want. There's probably a way to do this all in one for loop. I'm just going to go off my intuition at the start though. So I'm wondering if there's I'm just gonna see if always the odd frequencies are greater than the even, just to make sure. I know this is gonna pass that the first case, but it's probably not gonna pass the second. I just want to make sure. Goes count probably have an extra parenthesis in there. Or am I missing a parenthesis? I'm not. Why does it say 4? Oh, because it's 1. Aha. We probably want to update the max odd and min odd as we go. So perhaps no. For now, we're just going to do another for loop for character in S. Or no, we want to iterate through the count. For key, for value. Items, okay. So for character, frequency, and count.items, we want to do we need? We don't really need the character. We just need the frequency. Count.values for character. We need to check if it's even or odd. If frequency modulo 2 does not equal 0, if it's an odd, then we want to once again check if is greater than max odd, then we want to. Oh no, we can just do max odd equals max odd and frequency, and then min odd equals min odd and frequency, and then else that should be max, not man, max. Max even equals, let's just copy this. Max even, and then min even as well. Okay, if odd, if even, that doesn't look nice. Okay, should be right. So we have 4 values. Let's just return max odd minus max or min even. Should at least work for the first problem. Min even is not defined. Min even. Oh. Output is 0 for both. Print max odd, max even, min odd, min even. That's not right. Print counts. Five, 2, and 1. Max odd is 5. Let's just print the frequencies. 5, 2, and 1. Frequency modulo 2. I mean, these are all 0. Max odd should be the maximum between the current max odd and the frequency. Not equals 0. Why is this not working? Really? So it updates after 2. So it starts at 5, as it should. Then it updates to 2. And that should... Oh my god, I'm stupid. Why did that happen? Anyways, maybe this should work. Okay. That was a stupid mistake. I don't think it's gonna work in the real solution because I think that's really weird. So always odd values are greater than even? That's really weird. Yeah, we can probably improve oh. Maybe not. Awesome. We beat 100% of people today. It's amazing. No way they used the same solution I did. Oh yeah, you can just... And I guess there is already a counter, I don't know, is it like a data structure in Python? I was kind of looking at that, I couldn't find it. But yeah, you can automatically do the dictionary frequency, and then you can, and then for some reason, maximum frequencies are always going to be greater than minimum frequencies, which I don't really get. So you don't need to do this check, and you don't need to do this check. Cool. I think that's we do 2 for loops. Let's ask chat. Let's ask chat what... Let's go chat. I ain't got all day. Come on, chat. You're better than this. Oven. Okay. Since k is less than n, this is O of n in the worst case. I feel like this is not the best solution. Or should not be, or maybe it's just because it's an easy problem that it is. I just want to make sure. But chat is being super slow today. Maybe I'm just impatient. Alright, Chad, I'll wait. Alright, I mean, we got beating 100% for the runtime. Memory not so great, but I think that will be the end of this video. Day 5. We did film yesterday, but it was a bloodbath, and I don't think it would be entertaining in the slightest. We did get it done eventually after watching after reading the editorial, and trying to understand it for a couple hours. But that was more difficult than I think it should have been. So tune in tomorrow, guys. See ya.